Hi everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Paraguay, and specifically why permanent residency in Latin America could be the best choice for you. Paraguay is one of the best options for second residency in the world, facilitating people from across the globe access to one of the most rapidly developing Latin American nations. It has to be said that despite the fact that there has not been much publicity regarding the nation in terms of tourism when compared with its neighbours in recent years, there's certainly a charm which is being recognised by people the world over, and perhaps will be worth your time taking a deeper consideration as to the benefits of obtaining residency there. To provide you with a little bit of context before getting into the main subject of today, a residency is an official permission granted to someone with a different nationality, allowing them to live and work for a specified period of time, in this case in Paraguay. Residency is either temporary or permanent, the difference being that the former is a shorter period of time and the latter is valid permanently, meaning you're able to stay for an indefinite period for you to be able to apply for citizenship after the requisite period should you wish. So in today's episode we will be outlining how to obtain residency in Paraguay, as well as the required documents and costs involved in such a process. With regards to residency by investment, Paraguay has the scheme open to people who are unable to travel there without first obtaining a visa for entry. So the program is known as the SUACE, and the cost of the investment is $70,000. And this kind of has the purpose of bringing potential for development to the nation, for example, through a project which after the initial investment you will have to fund yourself. Though if you're able to travel to Paraguay visa-free anyway, you don't need to panic, because there's an even simpler option which you'll be able to see the stages on screen now, but I will also talk you through it. So step 1 is paying for the permanent residency permit, which is $3,480. Payment of the additional fees, which is an extra $400, and then you have to deposit $5,000 into a bank account in Paraguay. And it really is that simple and also cost effective, which, coupled with the benefit of only having to be a resident for 3 years before applying for citizenship, which is comparatively short when looked at alongside similar schemes. In addition to these steps, there are other necessary paperwork elements to complete, but we will get onto that in a little while in a bit more detail. So on the screen now, you'll be able to find this list of documents which you'll have to present during your application, and it's important to understand all of these, as they're of equal importance, and forgetting one could be to the detriment of your entire application, making a prior understanding of them all the more critical. So here they are. It's a copy of your passport, criminal records, birth, marriage and divorce certificates where applicable, a medical certificate issued from within Paraguay once you've travelled, a certificate called a life and residence permit, which you'll be given in Paraguay, an affidavit also issued in Paraguay, and also a document from the Paraguayan National Police. So it's evident that the majority of these documents are either sorted out by Paraguayan officials or are easy for you to sort out at home, making the process rather simple and stress-free, something which is always a benefit when undertaking a process such as this. In terms of obtaining the residency itself, if you are approved, it can all be sorted within 3 months, which is rather fast when compared with other schemes across the globe, and allows you to have peace of mind that while your application is being handled carefully and respectfully, it's also going to be quick and will not leave you hanging in the balance. On the screen now, and as our closing point, if you like, you will also be able to see some of the benefits associated with this permanent residency pathway in Paraguay. So it's a competitive price. Citizenship and residency by investment is usually very expensive with a large deposit, which, as we've seen, if you can enter the country visa-free, the deposit really is not that high. You also have free control of where you invest. This is to say, you can invest in whatever you want as long as it's been pre-approved by the appropriate authorities, and you also have free movement to other Mercosur nations. So if you're interested in finding out more, please get in touch with us today. All of our contact information is on the screen now and also in the description of this video, and while you're there, please also subscribe and leave a like on this video, and let us know in the comments section what you'd like us to talk about in our upcoming episodes. But until then, thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.